You're listening to Career Ready, and I'm Coach K. Getting you ready for your corporate career. One of my son's favorite books is The Grasshopper and the Ant. It is a story about how the lazy grasshopper slept all through the summertime while he looked on and laughed at Ant, who was working hard to store food away for the winter. Come wintertime, Grasshopper didn't have any food and begged Ant to share his food with him. The moral of the story is to be proactive, even when it seems there is no need to be. It's estimated that less than 50% of interns in paid internships get offered permanent contracts, while less than 40% of interns in unpaid internships get job offers at the end of their internship. So what sets the other 50% apart from the others? That is what we are discussing this week, how you can set yourself apart and drastically increase your chances of receiving that coveted job offer. Today we will talk about how your proactiveness and innovation during your internship can improve your chances of turning that internship into paid job offers, even before your internship ends. So while we're unpacking this topic today, I want you to think about whether or not you're ant or grasshopper. Most interns I've come across are so grateful and relieved for work that they think all they have to do is show up, sit back, and wait for work to be handed to them. They think that just doing the job will be enough, or that gliding just under the radar and not causing too much disruption is the best strategy to implement. But they are wrong. And I don't necessarily think that this is a matter of laziness, but rather a lack of confidence and proactiveness from their side instead. Some interns are so afraid to make mistakes and talk to people that they do one of two things when asked to perform a task. Number one, they perform the task exactly the way they were asked to, and when they get stuck along the way, instead of speaking up right then, they wait until the task is due. Number two, they perform the task exactly the way they were asked to, even if they realize that the process isn't working, and then fail to deliver the task on time. Either one of these reactions is not one you want to have if you hope to be made permanent. Remember that you're in an internship, not just to be extra hands or bums in a seat, but to learn, to understand the realities of working in a formal environment, to start honing your skills, and most importantly, to learn to trust yourself and your way of thinking in a formal environment. So what type of intern should you be? The only way I can put it is to say you need to be an ant type of intern. Be analytical, assess your environment, know how you fit into it and the value you can add to it, and remember to take risks. Do you guys remember the Get Hired series? We covered in the Get Hired series that hiring managers are looking for candidates who can think for themselves, who show initiative and potential, candidates who can effectively communicate, critically think, and be creative. So once you've observed your new working environment long enough to start noticing bottlenecks or process inefficiencies, take a risk and speak up. By firstly asking about why things are done the way they are, and whether or not a new way that could potentially save time and money could be considered instead. You want to be the intern who always finds ways to not only do the job required, but to go above and beyond, while doing so within the boundaries you set for yourself based on your core values. That is very important, okay? We don't want you burnt out within your first year of working. So listen to your gut, follow your values, and stay healthy. When you start being proactive as well, you will notice that you will have no choice but to step out from behind your desk and start talking to other people. We will discuss tomorrow how relationship building or stakeholder management and growing your network is another key way for you to turn your internships into a permanent contract. See you then. That's it from me today. Thank you so much for joining. You can continue the conversation with me on LinkedIn by following my hashtag QMCareerCoaching, or on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, as well at Hello Coach K. Or if you prefer, you can send me an email at info@hellocoachk.com. See you next time.